Hello, everyone, and welcome to this webinar on how to get your business school into the Financial Times. It's wonderful to have you all join us. My name is Stephanie Mullins, and I'm the director here at Blue Sky Education, and I'm joined by my fantastic colleague, Peter Remon, who is a senior account manager here. Now, you may be familiar with Blue Sky Education already, but if you're not, we are the world's leading communications consultancy, specifically working with business schools. We are well versed in the joys of getting coverage in the Financial Times, whether that's for programs, research, faculty expertise, and so on and so forth.
A little bit about the Financial Times. Obviously, it's a huge influential news outlet. Its main focus is obviously around finance, the economy, political and world news around the globe, but it also goes into other sort of areas and sectors as well. So they have a focus on technology, for instance, work and careers section as well, which is where a lot of those business education opportunities find their home really in that sort of section. The FT actually reaches 26 million readers per month, so a huge number. And though it's based in the UK, it's not just UK focused. It has UK, US, and wider Europe as its sort of main audiences, as well as lots of business hubs in Asia and the rest of the Middle East region as well. So a huge sort of global audience that are also incredibly relevant to the business education space. But the main area and the main way that we can get into the FT on a program related side is the dedicated reports that they do throughout the year. So the FT has 9 dedicated reports throughout the year focused on business schools and business education. Originally, they started as rankings. We've all seen the FT rankings. We'll probably submit data to get into those and so on. And follow them religiously. And that's how these have started. So they'll do the numerous rankings throughout the year focused on different programs, for instance. But alongside those rankings comes a huge amount of editorial as well, which we can use to get our clients in for those PR opportunities as opposed to just being ranked by the FT. These individual reports that really offer the best opportunities for you to get your business school in a report in the FT talking about programs, students, trends on the industry, what your business school is doing that's interesting in that space. Keeping an eye on what's going on in the industry. Obviously, business schools can be quite insular. You can sort of know what's going on in your own business school. You know the data and you know the interesting things. But how does this sort of affect or how does this fit into what's going on in the rest of the sector? It's worth speaking to other schools, speaking to other people, sort of keeping an eye on what's going on in the industry and ensuring that you can offer something different to these trend pieces, and not just your school, but a few schools as well. It's important to use the interesting alumni you have, alumni that perhaps fit those trends that are going on in the industry as well, or just alumni that have a very different and interesting story or something they've gone on to achieve. So utilizing alumni is definitely a key way of getting into these reports. And yeah, exclusivity is probably more relevant for the research side of things, but exclusivity of students and alumni as well is a better way to get it. Like I say, the FT don't want to work with students or profile students where you can read their story elsewhere. They want to be the first one to focus and first one to go in depth on that story. Using data, whether it's application numbers or data from the careers team or something like that is key to have the data as well as opinions to back that data up too and give some context around it. So when you're pitching, look to try and gather as much data. The FT will love the numbers. They'll love to include it. It's probably going to be a differential for you when you're pitching as well to prove that what you're saying is not just anecdotal. There's the evidence to back it up as well. But to really get the attention of the journalist there, it has to be something incredibly interesting, incredibly innovative, incredibly different to really get media coverage for programs outside of those reports, really.